About 1 year ago, I've started looking into the smartwatch market. I've made my research and came across a few different options. Surprisingly, the watch that brought me the most interest and attention at that time was, well, it wasn't even a smartwatch. It was a fitness tracker made by Xiaomi, called Mi Band 2. I've been using it almost every day from the day I got it, until this bad boy came in. This is the new Mi Band 3, and after using it for about 3 months, I can tell you my opinion about it and why I think it's, spoiler alert, a great small little gadget to have, especially considering the low price tag. The overall design hasn't changed that much from its predecessor, but that's not a bad thing. It comes with a removable silicone strap, and the body of the band snaps right onto it. The front of the device is now curved, and it comes with a 0.78-inch touchscreen OLED panel that has a resolution of 128 by 80. Going outside, you can still use it with your polarized sunglasses. However, just be aware that in direct sunlight you might not be able to even read the time, unless you use your other hand to block the light, obviously. The battery life of every Mi Band has been known to be great, and Mi Band 3 doesn't disappoint either. It is packed with a 110 mAh battery, and Xiaomi says it can last up to 20 days, and that seems to be pretty accurate. What I really like about this small little gadget is the software experience. The pairing process was easy and straightforward, and the app that lives on your phone is overall great. You can customize a lot of the settings in the app. The most useful feature for me is the ability to enable or disable notifications such as incoming calls, SMS, or even third-party app messages. Being able to read your notifications while you're away from your phone is a cool feature. Also, did I mention that it is water resistant? It is certified with an IP67 rating, and Xiaomi says you can go with it up to 50 meters underwater. I don't know why would you do that, but hey, you have the possibility. Now back to the software experience I was talking about. Most of the time when I go to sleep, I leave the band on my wrist, and with the ability to turn on Do Not Disturb automatically, I don't have to deal with annoying notifications from some of my friends that decides to message me in the middle of the night just to see what I'm doing. That was a joke. Or was it? Anyway. On the older Mi Band 2, if you wanted to know if you're still connected to your phone when you went too far away from it, you had an option to enable that gave you basically a notification. I used to like this feature in the beginning, but after a short period of time, I realized that it was getting distracting, mainly because of the vibration. On the Mi Band 3, well, you don't get that annoying notification anymore. Instead, whenever you look at the band, you'll see a small icon at the top that tells you when you're no longer connected to your phone. You might think this is a small feature, but in the day-to-day life, those small features add up to a more pleasing experience. Speaking of small features, there are a lot of handy ones, like being able to keep your phone unlocked while your band is connected, finding your band from your phone, finding your phone from your band, or even enabling an idle alert if you're like me and spend too much time in front of the computer. Mi Band 2 used to get software updates from about month to month, and sometimes those updates would include new functionality as well. It seems the Mi Band 3 is being treated the same way, at least for now. We already got a few updates, and so far they've added a few new features. First one is night mode. It doesn't do much, but it does what it's supposed to do. It decreases the brightness when it's set to, so if you wanted to have the brightness lowered when you sleep, you can do that now, which is great. Although, at least for me, this never seemed to have been an issue. Another new feature is the ability to start an exercise directly from the band. However, from what I've read online, you won't get as much detailed information from your session. But it's still nice to have it as an option. Also, just before I was going to shoot this video, Xiaomi dropped another new firmware. There are some noticeable changes, but the biggest one is the ability to see the current temperature, which prior to this, you were only able to see the lowest and the highest temperature of the day. Very nice, very nice.
Very nice. It's very nice. Very nice.
But there's a slight issue with this. People are reporting, including myself, that this feature somehow messed up the whole weather section. Sometimes it works, and it's great, but sometimes it doesn't, and it reverts back to the old style. This probably can and will be fixed with a software update later on, but I still wanted to mention it. Now that we are talking about updates, there's something the community really wants, and that is music control support for the band. With some post-production magic and my way of implementation, it could look like this. So yeah, if somebody from Xiaomi watches this, please, add this feature. I'm sure it can be done. It's close to the end of the video and you probably realize that I haven't even talked about any fitness related aspects of the band. Well, that is because I don't use them as much. I do love, however, the fact that I can see the sleep data from every night and realize just how bad my sleeping schedule is like. For real. You might ask, why did I even bought a fitness tracker if I barely use it for its purpose? I can respond to that and saying that its functionality sold it for me. I wanted a watch that had the ability to display useful information such as notifications and weather, and had a long-lasting battery life. And if I can get that plus even more features, all in a small device that fits on my wrist and costs even less than a watch band for some other smartwatches, I would definitely recommend it. And say that maybe you should consider one too.